Today we go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga, being directed by J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9 will bring us a return of characters Luke, Leia, and Lando, as well as 3 new characters by Richard E. Grant, Naomi Ackie, and yes, even Keri Russell. Now, looking at Episode 9 here, guys, the whole deal is that JJ has a lot on his shoulders. He has to get it right in order to really make the sequel trilogy a whole lot better than what it really is right now. Ever since The Last Jedi was released by writer and director Rian Johnson and what Kathleen Kennedy had approved. So I believe that JJ really has to put in extra work in order to make this film work, and a lot of surprises and twists and turns that are actually going to be very, very unexpected. So looking at Episode 9 here, these past couple of weeks or so, we have been going over all the different filming locations and concept art descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with a storyboard description of Maz Kanata's ship over a set of finalizers. In case you guys have no idea what the finalizers are, they are essentially the equivalent of the Star Destroyers that belong to the Empire, except it's now for the First Order. So the finalizers are below Maz Kanata's ship, with some new ship designs firing at the shields of Maz's ship. Around her ship, there are X-Wings, E-Wings, and new ship designs firing back and protecting the ship. Lando is on what appears to be in a turret with Maz, while what appears to be Naomi Ackies' character inside of a cockpit of an unknown ship. Behind Maz's ship is a much larger ship taking fire from a group of TIEs and a new type of TIE fighter as well. So looking at Episode 9 here, it seems as though that JJ is trying to transition from the X-Wings and the TIE fighters to new designs, whether that ranges from E-Wings to brand new ones entering into the Star Wars universe as well. Now, this new ship design that we're talking about for Maz Kanata, in case you guys have not heard about this these past couple of months, she has a space pirate ship design in space that actually flies over an unknown planet in suborbital space. It's kind of like an oversized version of Jabba's sail barge, except it actually has 2 big wings on each side spanning very, very long. So looking at this Jabba's sail barge type of ship that belongs to Maz Kanata, it's kind of unique. Prior to learning about that, how it's going to be like Jabba's sail barge, I was saying to myself, I'm not quite sure about that being in Episode 9. It sounds a little weird at first, but now that it's going to be an all-out war, and this directly lines up with what John Boyega had said before in the past, that this movie's going to be an all-out war and an end to all wars in a sense, which gives us a clue as to why this is the end of the Skywalker saga, because this could very well be the end of all war conflicts in the Star Wars franchise, unless they go over into the unknown regions or they do something crazy like that for a new Star Wars trilogy. But looking at Maz Kanata, this is the thing here. This seems to be a scene where Lando Calrissian will actually be a part of as well. Now, we do know that Billy D. Williams won't be shooting for quite a number of weeks from now. His first scenes to be taking place are in September, the end of September, I believe, at some point in time, with Chewbacca and a Millennium Falcon cockpit piece that's actually going to be on a mechanical lifter. But it seems like Billy D is going to be doing a lot of stationary shots, and it makes sense because the poor guy, you know, he can't walk, he uses a cane a lot. In case you guys haven't seen him at Celebration and other events, he does have to use a cane a lot. Now, good thing is he's on a diet. He's trying to make himself look as best as he can for Episode 9. And you know what? I think he looks pretty good already. You know, a diet's going to make him look a whole lot better, of course. He's going to thin up. He's going to look a little bit healthier. He's going to look the part as Lando Calrissian. And I think it's just such an exciting piece to have him back 30-some years later since Return of the Jedi. Now, I think that was a good move by JJ by including Lando. Was it a desperate move? Some people would argue that it was a desperate move in order to attract more people to come in and buy a ticket. I'm not quite sure. Again, the actual movie will tell us that. If Lando's just thrown in there just because of it, then that's obviously what it was for. Just to, you know, gain tickets and all that. But if he actually serves a purpose in this movie and has an overall arc, I think that that'll actually make a whole lot of sense, and it will satisfy a lot of fans out there. So he's going to have scenes with Lupita Nyong'o playing Maz Kanata, which is great to hear. It also lines up with Star Wars Lego, alright, Lego Star Wars, because those two characters actually do have a scene, or a cutscene I should say, together in Maz Kanata's castle, I believe it was. So it seems like they're trying to draw a little bit of, you know, some facts from, Lego Star Wars into Star Wars Episode 9 and how those two characters have some history. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again, no.